Long ago, in the times of ancient Greece, philosophers such as Socrates and Plato expanded the minds of men. In modern day, these philosophers have new names. They are Mitch and Dimitri. This is Manthropology.
Live from the basement of Mitch's house.
In Calgary, Alberta, Canada, bringing to you on the iTalk radio app, Agape Greek Radio, the premier show, the greatest thing that's happening, sort of, kind of. Either way, you're listening to Manthropology. Agape Test, welcome back to another week. Thank you very much. Of course, Manthropology, you're listening to it right now on the radio, which means you're doing us a solid. You're doing Agape Greek Radio solid. Remember, it's every day, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, 12 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget that iTalk Radio app that I mentioned before. Get your friends to download it, share, like, do all these great things. And last but not least, Instagram, Facebook, we're there. Everyone else is there. It's a good thing.
I love it. Welcome. Welcome and welcome. What a great week. I got to admit, had a great week. How about yourself? What's going on over there?
How can I complain? I feel like a degenerate. I got a Heineken and
I didn't want to say anything. I looked
Scotch.
over. I'm like, well, you must have had a hell of a week then.
It's a tough week, Mitch. I don't know what it is. The rain is getting to me. I feel a little depressed.
Can I tell you something? Did Calgary turn into the new Vancouver? It seems like it's raining here every other day now.
It's crazy. Yeah, but June's always like that, Mitch.
No, I don't remember
June,
it raining this hard.
What are you
this
talking
much.
about? We had floods in June.
I agree.
2013.
I know, craziness.
Crazy.
But I don't know. It just seems like it's more often. That flood that Calgary had, that was an anomaly, man. That was like, that came out of nowhere. That was a one-time thing. But this is like every day, a little vrohi here, a little vrohi there. I don't like it. I don't know. No
Yeah.
offense to the Vancouver, because I love Vancouver.
Who doesn't
But
like Vancouver?
I could never live in a city where it rained as much as it does in Vancouver.
It's like London, England.
Yeah.
Are they really happy?
I don't know.
Are they really happy? I don't know.
I don't know.
But, it's funny you mentioned that about the rain, because I always wonder this. Every year, it's the same topic. Is it the actual truth, or do we just think that it is getting worse and worse every year? And that last year was that bad. But we say, it's never been this bad. It's never been this bad. Like, how short-term is the memory, Mitch?
Do you want me to bring it up?
I'll bring it up.
Am I going to bring it up?
Go ahead.
Global warming? Am I going to say it?
You know what? Can I say it?
Please.
I
Go
know
ahead.
how to beat global warming.
Okay. So
It's-
you admit that there is global warming.
There is global warming.
there is global
climate change, if you will.
Okay.
To combat global warming, you need global colding. It
right.
neutralizes it. Meet in the middle.
Right. Great point.
Smart.
You are smart. We've always been smart. But my question is, how do you get global colding?
You just turn the temperatures down.
Well, that's it.
That's it. Look, if the ice caps are melting, Mitch,
Right.
where they are,
Yeah.
well, then let's move them to somewhere else.
Right.
Refrigerated. We got the technology. How do they not have technology in the North Pole?
Yeah.
If we can have ice hockey
Yeah.
in the summer months
In the desert.
in the desert in Arizona, how can we not freeze the ice caps, Mitch?
I'm not going to lie to you. You know I support you in anything and everything you say and do. I was kind of off your train for a bit, and I jumped back on. I said to myself, he's gone crazy.
You know who's suffering?
Huh.
It's the emperor penguin. Arguably the toughest Arctic animal out
Were you
there.
reading my notes? Hold on. Were you reading my notes? What have I told you about looking at my
I
notes?
may have taken a peek.
Yeah,
I may have taken
thought
a
so.
peek.
I
But I'm
thought
just
so.
saying, we got the tech. What are we doing? We're just watching it melt away. And then we're complaining about it. You know what bugs me?
What's that?
What bugs me is when people complain, but they don't offer a solution.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Oh, fair enough. Now, speaking of that, on the weekend, I called you because I like to touch base. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. You were painting this weekend.
I was painting. Yeah, I was. I was painting the room.
Can I say something about painting?
Yeah.
I think it's the easiest yet most stressful job that there possibly could be when kind of doing small home renos. Thoughts?
It's annoying. Let me tell you what. The painting is exactly in the realm of moving. Everyone expects you to do it. Everyone suggests you do it. But no one really understands the work that it's involved in going into it, because everyone who's not involved thinks it's easy, Mitch, and it's not easy. Now, did I do a good job? Yes.
Sure.
Am I proud of my work? Absolutely.
Of course.
Did I want to do it? Not really.
No.
But did I feel obligated? Yes, I did. So we got, we have the second coming on the way.
Right.
So we're moving Calliope into the new room. We're up. She's getting upgraded.
She got the up.
She got the comp.
Right.
She got the up.
Yeah.
So I got to paint the new room.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, let me ask you this. When it comes to painting, I don't want to keep too long on this. The taping, that's what it is. That's what annoys you, isn't it?
Yes.
You can't have
How did you know?
Well, because the taping truly, it seems like the most useless job, but it's the
no.
most important job.
Oh, no.
Because no one's hand is as steady as they think it is.
No, it's not. So here's what I did. I had the squeegee, like, one of those like little plastic squeegees.
Yeah, of course.
And an X-Acto knife. I took my time. I did it properly.
Smart. That's good.
You get in the crevasses.
You listen to this, Manthropology, you're only going to hear these small little...
and I can fly anywhere. I can paint anywhere,
That's
however
it.
you want.
Whatever you need. I'll say this. Painting is my second thing that I kind of try to avoid. Number one thing, moving furniture or just moving in general. Hate
Brutal.
it. Can't stand it. I feel like if you ask me to move that, like if you call me like, hey, Mitch, can you come over? I got to move a couch. I have now realized that we're not friends. I have now gone to that level where I'm like, oh, we're not friends. I thought we were because a friend would never ask another friend to move a couch. I think it's the worst ask.
That's right. So here's the piece of shit move about asking a friend to move.
Right.
They can't say no to you.
No, they can't.
No one says no.
No.
So it's almost, it's like the game of Red Rover. You're like, just don't call me. Don't call me. Please don't call me. Because once you get called,
Oh, yeah.
you got to go.
And if you're the guy with the truck,
Oh.
it's the worst. That's the worst.
Forget it.
Forget about it. Now, I got something I really wanted to say. It's not so much a rant. I want to say, do you remember where you were 1 year ago this past week? A year ago.
A year ago, this past week,
Yeah.
we're talking, what day is it today? It's June
It's called beginning of June. Middle of June.
where I was, you know what?
I'll give you a hint. I'll help you. I'll help you along. A year ago, last week or a couple days ago, the Toronto Raptors won the championship. And for us Canadians and Raptor fans, and especially out in Toronto, where we know there's a lot of agapites out there, can you believe a year went by?
That is crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Technically, Toronto, they're still champions.
They're still champions.
They might be the first ever 2-year champ.
It's
with
going to
one
happen.
trophy.
Technically, they're the best team ever because they've held the championship longer than anybody else. You know, like in WWE, whoever
that's
holds the
right.
belt the longest. Well, Toronto's held the belt the longest.
They're the world heavyweight champ.
They are.
Of basketball.
Of basketball.
That
No
makes
one can
sense.
ever beat them.
Toronto, you did it again. I
They
don't
did
know
it.
how you do it, but you did it.
I just wanted to let my Toronto contingents know. We remember.
They should make a Toronto Raptors Day.
They should make it.
They should actually make it a statutory holiday that it's the Toronto Raptors Day because, come on, look what they did for you. The Maple Leafs couldn't cut it.
Let's talk about that parade real quick.
Great parade.
That is a parade,
That's
sir.
how you do it.
Me, normally, look, Calgary has their big Stampede parade every year. I avoid it like the plague. Why? It's a little cheesy. But your parade, number one.
Well, let's face it, the plague at the Stampede is usually starts with C and ends with chlamydia. So, I mean, it's good to avoid the Stampede plague. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, probably. From there, I think it's time we get going.
I think you know what? Before we get going,
Yeah.
Mitch, I do have a little rant.
Sure.
I'm a little upset about something.
I know where this is
I
gonna
have
go.
a bone to pick.
I thought you were going to hold back.
No, I'm not going to
thought you
hold
were
back.
gonna
If there's one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to not hold back. I'm not going to not hold back. Okay? Now hold
Sure.
on.
Take a swig. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to get ready.
Hey, be nice.
Okay.
Be nice.
Let me tell you, everyone knows Agapites. I love my sports shows. So does Mitch. So we've said it before. There's a sports show that's called 30 for 30. What is 30 for 30? It's an independent director's expose on various sports stories. But what I love about it is that they go in depth and they really tell the most less obvious tale of the tape, if you will. So anyhow, I'm watching it, and what's on there? If you recall, there's these two baseball players, one named Sammy Sosa and one named Mark McGuire. Now, there was a time where these two were just going crazy. Home run for home run. They were smashing records, but they were going neck and neck. And dare I say, it might have been the most exciting time in baseball, period. Definitely modern era. Mitch, you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay. So then what happens? They go before Congress. There's a whole thing with the steroids in baseball, blah, 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 blah. Long story short, we get to the end. They get caught for using steroids. We got one guy who finally admits it. The other guy goes, I did, but I didn't, whatever. Anyways, they got caught for steroids. And now we got Mark McGwire, who gets inducted into the St. Louis Hall of Fame, but can't get into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Sammy
Never will.
Sosa can't get in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Right.
Barry Bonds can't get in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Dare I say Lance Armstrong, different sport, but it doesn't matter. You know how I feel about it.
Yep.
So here's my point. They crucified these guys for using steroids because they were performance-enhancing drugs. Now fast forward to 2020, when I go to the news and I read, and I'm reading in the United States of America that are united under the states, Mitch, they're saying how this $50 steroid is helping to cure COVID patients.
Yes.
So you know what, Agapites? You know what, all of you out there that criticize people using steroids? It saves lives. It saved lives then. It saves lives now. And had we not been so hard on the Lance Armstrongs of the world, Mitch, had we not been so hard on the Sammy Sosa's, Marks McGwire, not only would sports be more entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? But we would never have COVID because it wouldn't break the steroid barrier. There you go. It's been 10 minutes and 36 seconds. I've told you how to combat climate change and how we could have saved the world. But who's listening? Who's listening to me,
Oh,
Mitch?
the Agapites are listening. Don't you worry.
I'm upset.
You know what? I get it. I get it. And hey, I like this side of it.